Okay, I'm out in my new woodland garden, planted underneath my sumac that I'm just got done putting down about 6 inches of composted manure to start it out because the ground's really bad. It's like pure sand underneath. Just to give it a head start, I planted some ferns and some hostas that I transplanted out of a different area. So in this, I kind of dumped several varieties of daffodils into a little bushel basket here, and then I mixed them up so they're random, and then I'm just going to walk around and sprinkle them on the ground like I've done here, and then I'll come back and I'll put them in the ground, pointy end up, flat end down, or a little root area down. So walk with me here and we'll plant them together. Now the reason that I chose daffodils for this area is because I have tons of critters, and these are critter resistant. So basically I just simply grab a handful and I'm just going to sprinkle them around the ground. I'll plant some more. Some of this area might be a little bit more sunny, so I can come back and plant some different lilies and things that may like it a little bit better, but you get the general idea. This is really an area that I'm trying to naturalize with hopefully critter resistant bulbs and things of that nature. It's kind of a fun little project. Get up under these trees here, grab some more. I think there's like 200 bulbs or so in this container. That's how many I threw in there. So we'll go around to the other side. And I can line this side with ferns. Even though Mother Nature's random and I patterned it, it will fill out and it will look much more random. Alright, so I've got the bulbs all strewn out here randomly, just kind of threw them in the compost. Again, I've got about 6 inches, between 4 and 6 inches of composted manure here. I find that it really does the best job for me of providing organic matter, especially when I have really bad soil, which this is very, very bad soil. This is like all sand, which is why I'd planted the sumac on the hill to try to retain, because we were getting a little bit of a washout that was occurring. Come around this way so if you can kind of tell what I've got. A couple more plants. I've got some Siberian iris there, and a couple other little plants I want to put in the very end of this, but you can kind of get an idea. I'm thinking it's going to look really good. Hopefully the follow-up video in the spring comes out spectacular. We're going to come back over this, and I'm going to throw probably 4 inches of mulch on top of it. So again, here's this perspective here, what this looks like. This is about a 40 foot long by, I'm going to say 20 feet wide. It narrows up at the other end, but it's a nice little area for this. Give you an idea. Hopefully I get a better shot in the spring when these things come up and we can get the before and after, which will be awesome. So when you're doing garden design, here you can see I put hostas in, and the hostas won't come up till much later. So the daffodils will have came and went, and then the daffodils will come. Actually, the daffodils will have came and went, and then the hostas will come fill in. The variety of hosta I planted here is Empress Wu, which is a very, very large hosta, which will take up the whole space, believe it or not, in the future. But it'll be pretty spectacular, and then I'll start seeding in other little woodland flowers and things that I want to introduce to this area. But it should do really well. Right now, you can see we're in fall. We're almost just starting our fall color. So the sumac gives this beautiful red, sometimes a yellow, orange, and red. It's been a very bad drought year, so we're going right to red. Apparently, there's very little yellow. Sometimes you can get all three colors on them, which is why I planted them here. And if you look on this side, I've got them on this side as well. So this is kind of my little nature path in here. Again, this is my new woodland garden just this year. Hopefully over the years we can do follow-up videos and show the progress and what it looks like. But if you're going to start a brand new garden, this is the way to do it. Put the compost down, or your dirt, whatever medium you want to use, and we're going to shove those not dahlias, we're going to shove the daffodils in, and we're going to let Mother Nature take its course. So see if we can do this a little bit of the close-up. So here we've got a daffodil. So the pointy end is up, the roots are down, and all I'm going to do is kind of force it in and then cover it up a little bit. And I'm not going to do this 3 times the bulb thing. It is not necessary for me. I don't have squirrels here. Another 4 inches of mulch on top of this. So again, it's not that difficult. Come in, simply shove them in the ground, put a little extra over it. I've done this so many times before. It doesn't need to be a difficult process. People try to really complicate it. I have planted daffodils and tulips and that before with barely anything on top of them. As long as that little root section is touching soil of some sort, it will be fine. And again, I'm in zone 4. So maybe in a warmer zone it's more important, but not here. So I gotta shut this off now so I can finish this up for the day. But yeah, you'll see in the spring that how it turned out. Thanks for watching.